Welcome back to AM Live. Thank you, Sarah. And I'm here with the lovely Laurine. And we're going to be talking about Vapor, the thrift store volunteer program today.
Right.
Let us know what's going on. First of all, you're located on 49?
We're located on Highway 49, right next to Play It Again Sports. It's across from Dieter Park. And before I talk about the volunteer program, if it's okay, just quickly in a nutshell, I'd just like to tell you why we exist.
Please do.
Because a lot of people think that we're just one of 5 thrift stores here in Amador County. We actually exist to support a Christian ministry called Vapor Sports Ministries, and they do they create sustainable centers for humanitarian aid and discipleship in third world countries. So,
oh, how nice.
Yeah, so there's 3 thrift stores. We're one of 3, and we're the only ones that exist on the West Coast. But what's really neat about our store is that we also exist as a local ministry. So we have a couple of programs. One is a new volunteer program. The other is what we call a give back program, so that when people come and donate something to our store, we'll ask them if they would like credit for their donation to go to either a local church, or it could be a local humanitarian aid organization like the homeless shelter or the crisis center.
Great.
And so that when we get enough people saying, yes, I'd like credit to go, say, to the New Life Church or the homeless shelter, as soon as we've accumulated $10 worth of merchandise, then we will give a gift card in that amount to the homeless shelter or to a church, so that they can give it to someone in need to come and shop at our store.
Oh, wonderful. Now, Laurine, what are your hours?
We are open from 10 to 5 Monday through Saturday.
Okay.
And donations are 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday, and 9 to 4 for donations Monday through Saturday.
Okay, and we could just walk in and
that's right, yeah. You can
leave what you have there.
Yeah, come anytime. Our volunteer program, which is new, works much like our Give Back program, and it's actually a triple win. It's for every hour that a person would come and volunteer at our store, that hour is worth $1 towards a gift card in that same type of Give Back program. So,
oh, nice.
So once a volunteer has worked 10 hours, then whatever church they go to or whatever humanitarian aid organization they specify will get a $10 gift card to be able to use, to help someone who's in need. It's strictly to alleviate poverty here in the county.
Right.
Vapor also, wins, obviously, because we've got the additional help to get merchandise out on the floor. But the volunteers, there's a huge benefit for the volunteers as well. For every hour that they work, there is an increased discount that they get. So they can get anywhere from 10% off their purchases for the entire month following, all the way up to 40% off their purchases the entire month following.
That is great. And you pull in everything, housewares, clothing.
There's very little that we don't take.
Okay,
great.
Yeah,
and I think, as with most thrift stores, clothing is probably the thing that we sell the most of, and so it's the thing that we need the most.
Good.
Things that we can't take are things like mattresses, chemicals, baby car seats and cribs and things like that, and large appliances, but just about everything else we can take.
Great. So all they have to do is just bring it in to you, and you'll take care of everything. And shop.
Yes.
Yeah. I love doing stuff like that. I really do. I think it's great because not only you help your community, and you can bring things that, instead of saying, oh, what am I going to do with all of this? There is a need for it. Somebody needs what you have.
Absolutely.
And I have sometimes triple and quadruple of things with the 2 different households combining all these things and stuff. And sometimes I clear things out and said, you know what, I'm gonna give this to charity. And I've been doing this for like 5 or 6 years, and I love doing it. I love it.
Yeah, and it's funny
I leave with more than what I bring in.
Yeah,
but I love doing it.
Yeah,
it's fun.
And thank you. We just, when people come in our store, sometimes I've met a number of people actually who say, I will never shop at a thrift store, or they...
Oh, I think it's great.
I do too.
It's great. You get a variety of beautiful things.
Exactly.
And you do so much. And like you said, we have like 5 of them in town. And believe me, if you clean out your garage, your house, or whatever, you can make 5 separate bags if you want to do that.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
and or one month do one, next month do a next, the next month do the next, and with Vapor, you are helping so many people in need,
Right.
and organizations, and it's a win-win situation.
Right, and one of the things that I'm sure most people don't realize is that even clothing that might have rips or stains or tears on it, we can still take those, because
Okay.
what we do is those end up getting recycled. They end up getting bundled and eventually shipped off to Africa, so that
Wonderful.
so that the funds for those still stay in the local community,
Right.
but the clothing still is put to use somewhere.
Good.
So
Good, and there's so much poverty all over the world. It's, who cares if it's got a little stain on it? If it's going to keep a child warm, that's the most
Exactly.
that's the most important thing. And
Exactly.
they don't care, because they're so grateful, because their own country and government doesn't help them out.
That's right.
They take, but they don't
That's
help
right.
them.
That's right.
So it's very important that we help them. If someone wants to volunteer, where can they get a hold of you?
They can come right to the store at the cashier register. They have applications for volunteers.
Okay.
They can call us. I can email it to them. We're listed in the phone book. They could go to our website at vaporthrift.com.
Okay.
So it's easy to get a hold of us.
Okay, and it's right next door to Play It Again Sports, so if you're coming
That's
down
right.
from the big box stores or whatever, and you've got your stuff to donate, pull in, drop it off, shop, and you're on your way again.
That's right.
It's
That's
not
right.
hard to do.
Yeah.
And I think that it's great. A lot of people like yourself don't get the pat on the back, and you deserve it, because you're always doing for others, and you don't think of yourself.
Oh, well,
And that's that's something that should be pointed out.
yeah.
It's important.
Yeah, it's hard. It's not us. It's all God. But
Well, you better believe it. But I think that it's great to help others. And like I said, even if it has a little tear, a few stitches, they'll take care of that. If it has a little stain, no problem. There's a child somewhere, there's an adult somewhere that will treasure that for the rest of their life.
Right.
And it helps. Laurine, thank
Right.
you. Blessings to you, my dear.
Thank you so
You're
much.
very
Thank you for having
welcome.
me on the
Thank
show.
you. And with that, we're going to go over to Cam and our next guest.